All right, we are at Nashville, but Nashville Mini, the front stretch track with the tour mods. Putting the tour mods on a small track like they race in real life at some places, so should be interesting. We got 32 cars that got split into two races, so it should be 16 and 16 or 17 and 15 depending on how it decides to split. And we've got 16. So bottom of this is 2,600. So it looks like my dad is in the second split as the top. Unfortunately, we've got some trash bags in here, but we'll just have to deal with them. And hopefully we can have a good race. So just try and do our best. But Tracy, Mitch up front. We got Landon, Shane, Chad, Alan, Spencer, Zachary, Connor. I believe Jason's also a viewer. And yeah. Not sure about Palmer, Scott, or Gavin, but should be a good race, I hope. We'll see. You never know. Anything can happen. And just can get a lot of trash happening with certain people that decide to start at the back and wreck their way to the front. But they also start in the front and wreck their way to the back more times than not, so we'll just see what happens. I am not quick. I am not getting it hooked up. Shane is looking really, really quick. He has got a line that he's just working so well through 1 and 2, and there's a lot of time to be gained through 1 and 2. So, hopefully, we can figure it out in the 100 laps, and hopefully we'll have a lot of green flag laps to figure it out. But we'll do what we can here, and hopefully be somewhat okay. Gonna probably aim for 8th or 9th on our finishing order, but yeah, it all depends on how the racing goes. If we can get up and going, then it's gonna get single file, and then mistakes on corner entry and loose on corner exit is gonna be where the passing comes from. It's gonna be very difficult to just set up a pass without a little bump and run on entry, and yeah, but that is short track racing and tour mod racing, so we'll see how it goes. Try to save up our incidents for late, but I don't know, with the SKs we got 8 incidents before we even got the green, so hard to tell what kind of luck we're gonna have. But 26 mile an hour for the pit speed limit. Don't know why that's different, but you would think it'd be 25, but they went with 26, so maybe they entered something in kilometers, and that's why it's off. But yeah, I saw that and was like, what?
One more lap.
That's a little weird.
13.619.
Got through 1 and 2 like Shane does on accident. Don't know how we did that, but
There's the flag.
where's that going to put us? P3 at the moment. Hell yeah. We're going to see 3 people in qualifying. Nope. So P5 at the moment. Tracy at a 1.9. Absolutely ridiculous. 0.2 quicker than us on a 13-second lap track. That's just not cool. That is so much time on such a short lap. I don't get it. So, of course, those two, they are going to waste everyone's time and then waste it more by causing wreck after wreck. Chad, he is probably stepped away, but we'll hopefully get to racing soon. So, Tracy, Mitch, Connor, Landon, myself, somehow we outqualify Shane. So, I picked up a ton of speed, but I also think that I think we gained a bit, but because there's not as much heat and rubber on the track as there was in practice, because there were so many people in practice running in different groups. So, yeah, should be a very interesting one, but hopefully not an absolute mess. We get bumped to the outside line, which sucks, and now we're waiting on one person. So, minute 30. There we go. We get bumped back to 7th, so we get the inside line, and hopefully we'll be good. All right. Let's hope this is a fun one.
Line up on the inside. Closed. Pit road is closed.
We know short track racing can be fun with the right people, and it can go really bad with the wrong people. So we just got to settle in, hope that we don't just get plastered into the corner, because that can easily happen at essentially Martinsville-style break zones. Hopefully the leaders go fairly early, but it's also kind of hard for the leaders to go early with where the pit entrance is here, so if they stay back a little ways, it should help. And then mid-pack's still going to be going around the center of the corner when we go green.
You're not getting any extra tire sets for this race, so let's be smart out there.
So, 100 laps though, a long ways to go. Double file restarts every time there's a restart, so I may even just drop to the back if we get shuffled to an even number, because we're pretty much in the back anyways. I know it's midfield, but can have a lot of issues, a lot more issues in the midfield. But first, we gotta wait for the two people to decide how much they're gonna wreck, and then we will do our best to not cause our own issues with our driving and skidding and sliding and turning in too early. And it'll be a very good race, though. Let's just hope it turns into that.
Post car is off. Time, green flag, green flag.
Nice early start. That's going to spread things out for us into turn 1. That allows Landon to get down. Everyone gets through turn 1. Got one spinning at the back, I think. Shane is going full bore right now into the corner.
16 points.
Can't really do that right now as we're all stacked up on each other, so you just gotta kind of wait on it. Wait for an opening.
Car outside.
Landon gets loose, nothing we can do there.
13.796. Clear high.
Shane is just so quick on entry. But we're off to a good start.
13.609.
My God, Shane is driving in so deep. We've made it further than I thought, and maybe I didn't see smoke behind us in the mirror. God, we gotta get Shane around us. He almost lost it because we're going in so slow and he's going in so quick, and somehow he's still able to turn. But I'm hoping that the rears start to light up and then he starts to lose a bit of ground on us out of the corner. Because, like, even right now, I'm feeling the rears start to light up a bit, so I can't imagine, unless it's going to heat up his fronts and it just helps him out being a little bit tighter. Well, that is not me. That is the four in front of us. We get really tight through the center there.
13.436.
Getting tighter and tighter, which means that I'm starting to overdrive entry. Don't know how he's turning that car. Do not know how he's doing it. It's such a fast entry. What a great race though so far. Awesome job. I knew if we got enough people from Discord in here, we could have a great race. And thanks to everyone that ended up in the second split, because even though you're not in our split, you've made our split better by not having a single split with a bunch of different iRatings in here. So there's a big gap behind Landon.
13.43.
Hit the bump down there, got too low. I think what has happened is Shane maybe has adjusted his brake bias. I'm on default 70, if that's what default is. And I think that is helping him attack entry.
13.407.
But now mistakes are going to start happening as the tire heat's starting. Shane's got to back up his entry because he's so much closer to us.
13.435.
Getting tight out of the corner.
13.484.
4 has dropped off hard. So I'm wondering if it was that slide and it's just heated him up or what. Or maybe he's just backing it down and cooling off the tires or something. Maybe I shouldn't be happy that we out-qualified Shane, because he's so much quicker than us and putting pressure on us, and I can't really just relax on the entry like I normally do in every race that I do.
13.452.
It's kicking sideways as we get too low on exit. We are 20 laps into this green flag racing. I really hope the second split is having just as good of a race. Oh, this group of drivers that we've got in Discord is just awesome. We put on an awesome show at IRP in the Gen 4. If we put on an awesome show here, that is going to be crazy. There's been a lot of opportunity for mistakes, and now we're getting into lap traffic, which is going to be a whole new thing.
13.528.
Just got to be patient with it. Leaders are in heavy lap traffic.
13.427.
Gotta figure out how to get through the center a little better. Shane's dropped off a little bit, but I don't think it's, yeah. He's just dropping off because he couldn't go as fast as he wanted to. But this is where passes and losing time is going to happen, is just the wrong little place of a lap car, a checkup that happens from it, and someone's going to get a nose, and then you just got to pretty much give up the spot. You're not going to really do any side-by-side racing here, but that is just sometimes how it goes, especially with the tour mods. It's all about single lines, using a little bumper if needed, and saving your stuff. Let's see how this goes as we have caught Jason. Gonna protect the inside a bit because our speed is gonna get slowed down a little more. Don't want to give Shane an opportunity to check it or chuck it in. Jason moves up. We're gonna catch him at the right point. Just gotta keep it low. We shoved the nose though. That wasn't good. That low entry really made us shove the nose. And we kicked the rear end out again. We are 33 laps into this, caution free.
13.674.
Oh, this is awesome. This is how short track racing should be on iRacing. Respectful, understanding that it's more fun to be racing than pacing around. And, you know, like Shane could have easily ran into me multiple times. Now, as I say that, he gets me a little bit through the corner, but he's also got to start using that as a tool because we are slower than him. And it's going to be hard for me to ever set up anything on the four ahead of us. But we're also right now in a bad spot. And you know what? I just thought about that.
13.608.
Shane's quicker than us. We could try to hold him off for the next 60 laps. But we were in an even position. And we have a chance to get in an odd spot. We have a chance to get Shane to open the door for us. And if there's a yellow, we get the inside. And now I can kind of just save stuff because these two are going to race each other really hard. And we can just kind of back it down a little bit. We got a big gap to land in. We weren't going to catch anyone ahead. And Shane's going to be more eager to use the bumper on a guy that he's seen wreck many, many times. And they are both sliding around and using up their stuff, so you know what? Even though we lost the spot there, I'm happy with that decision. As long as I don't get out of rhythm. I was doing really good, and now I'm getting really slow. But we got another lap car, Scott in the 10. We're 43 laps into this. Absolutely awesome. Oh, I almost was the caution. We hit the little bump there. Kicks out underneath me. We run a little higher. No, I think running a little higher gets us lower out of the corner, which causes us to hit the bump and kick the rear end out. We don't want to do that anymore. Palmer in the 8 is pressuring Landon. Getting a nose under him, and he's looking like he's starting to kick it off on speed. So Landon's holding him off, though, a little bit on the outside as they're battling, and then Jason's behind him in a lap car. Landon falls in. Now we got to kind of watch that gap to Palmer.
13.542.
Hit the bump again. Got way too low that time. Shane had a moment as well. Landon has gotten back around, so that gives us more of a gap. Gotta always be careful with the lappers. They start sometimes slowing down early on these short tracks. And since the corner entry is always a little higher, it's very easy to run into the back of them, which we nearly did there. Same thing happens at the Legends tracks and with some other tighter corner short tracks. So Shane, though, it looks like that right rear might start hurting. He has been sliding around since we let him go. Alan running in 14th in the 11. Halfway, all green. Absolutely amazing. Like, I thought maybe 15 lap runs would be the best we could get, even with our group of drivers. Damn it. Stop heating up the track in front of me, Shane. That little bump out of 2. There's a bump on the very inside in 1, and then there's a little, like, dip out of 2 that can just hook the car.
13.675.
Really just hope this goes green, just because if we get a caution, it could completely ruin things, because people are going to be really wanting to get as much as they can on a restart.
13.623.
But what an absolutely awesome race, once again, by this group of drivers. And we've even got 2 people in here that are normally weapons that have been driving great, so, or at least from what we've seen. Haven't seen what the other one's been doing, but Shane's got an opening. Big slide by the 4, but can't quite get the nose there, and he's not willing to risk a wreck there with a toss. The 4 kind of slid it on entry. We got a lot of lap traffic coming up for him, though. A lot of lap traffic, I think. Another big slide by the 4. Very big slide by the 4, trying to throw it in under a lap car that he was 5 miles behind. Or he's just trying to take a much tighter entry. Kind of seems like that tight entry is doing something, so let's give it a shot. Oh, little contact there, Shane in the 4. You know what? Just backing out of that because I know what's going to happen next.
14.168.
I need to get it switched to last lap, but I don't have any time to sit there and press the tab key.
13.753.
Unfortunately, I think Shane's race is about to be over and our long green run might be over. Shane's got to pull away from him. I don't know if it was Shane's fault or if he had checked up on exit because of getting loose, but looks like Shane's checking out. Shane has just been on a tear. Like, I for sure thought he was overdriving his stuff. But now that he's checking out, the 4 is really trying to overdrive, which is most likely going to cause the 4 to push up and hit a lap car. if he doesn't get to Shane's bumper first.
13.569.
But Shane might get slowed down by Alan and Chad. And Tracy is only 3 seconds behind us.
13.624.
So we are 10 seconds behind the leader, about to get lapped in 7th place. Alright, looks like the 4 is going to race clean. I thought for sure he would go for something there with Shane passing Alan, but looks like we're going to have a clean race out of everyone.
13.875.
Absolutely ridiculous. Now that might have been what happened, is the 4 got loose on exit and Shane got into him. We weren't going to be able to get our nose there, and the 4 was going to turn left if we were there or not, so... Shane trying to work his way under the lap car, not getting any help from him, and still not getting any help from him. And it looks like the lap car is not going to give him any room. And that is going to cause us to all stack up and cause some contact, and eventually when 3 cars hit nose to tail, someone is going to go spinning.
13.83.
And the lap car still not giving any room. And still just not giving a lot of room, but hopefully we can get by.
Stay low. There is a car on the high side. Clear outside.
There we go. Alright, so Shane just had to move him out of the way a little bit.
.701. Inside.
Oh, that puts us in a bad spot.
Inside. Stay high. Clear inside. Still inside.
Oh, don't try to pass me, lap
Still
car.
there, hold your
What the
line.
fuck are you doing, man?
14.177. Still there, hold your line. Clear.
Alright, I think he let off. Alright, so we got some incidents, but that's just... was my fault for being dumb enough to go high. I should have known we would have got trapped up on the outside there, so just dumb to do. Rears are gone. I've got no grip left.
13.678.
We are on lap 82.
.802.
Y'all are gonna think that I got wrecked out with the length of this video, which we might still get wrecked out, but
13.673.
don't know if I'm gonna be able to. Like, I've got to be close enough for when the 4 makes a mistake out of 2, but I'm getting too tight out of 4 now, trying to stay up.
13.705.
The rotation that he does through 1 is just ridiculous. That is just something I cannot do. We got a good drive off the corner down low there.
13.96.
Landon is catching us now. Alright, stay a little lower off of 4. Is looking like the key.
13.96.
Alright, we figured something out finally.
13.655. Slow car down low.
Oh no. No yellow, please. Ah.
They want you in
We're on the
single
inside.
file. Pit
There's
road
only
is
8 cars
closed.
on the lead lap. What a freaking run. 88 laps green. 88 laps green at Nashville Mini in the Tour Mods. Holy shit.
Pit road is now open.
I can't believe it. Like, I cannot believe how awesome this has been. And sadly, it's probably all gonna go to crap now.
Car, hey, got the lucky dog. Let them pass on the outside.
Oh yeah, there's gonna be 9 cars with the lucky dog. Man, we just figured out something on exit, too. But hopefully we can use that to our advantage. And we've got the inside line, which is what we gave up that position for. So we'll get all lined up, and we'll have a very short shootout. It's probably going to go instant yellow. But we'll do what we can here. Absolutely ridiculous, though. 88 laps of green flag racing at Nashville Mini. I really hope that second split is having just as good of a time. I mean, that was fun. We didn't like race, but just having to manage that and not run someone over, not screw up, not spin it out through those bumps. That combined with the tight racing and the lapping cars and getting in the correct position, and it's just awesome.
14 car. Past up 16 car. Past up 9 car. 1 to go. Next time by. Line up
so
on
many
the
lap
inside.
cars.
Past up 10 car. 21.372.
All right.
11 car.
Here goes.
We're not going green. Not going green.
And we've
Hang
got
on. We're
one
not
more
going green.
caution
Not
lap
going
because
green.
that was always going to happen with people trying to get in the right spot. But what are we doing, Alan? You trying to be that 8 car? You trying to give me 8 incidents under yellow?
28.012.
Alright.
About to go green, stay focused.
See if we can finish this one off good. But 88 green is just ridiculously amazing, and I'm already happy with that. Oh, and we kill Shane. That's all my fault.
Clear outside if you want it. Outside.
He was behind us for 100 laps and never ran into us. I instantly run into him.
14.369. Outside is clear.
And the yellow's out, and that's the race. We're going to get 6. We ended up with 8 incidents.
You've got 2 laps to go.
Annoying that I got Shane, though. He did everything to stay off of us, and I just instantly run into him. What a race. What an absolute race. And everyone that's like, why are you backing off and not racing?
White flag this time.
Well, guess what? We just got 6th where we were. We got Shane ahead of us, who was faster than us anyways. And it's not, if we would have stayed in 6th, we would have finished 7th there, or worse.
Car 13, got the lucky dog, let them pass on the outside.
Oh, we gotta let that lucky dog by before we get to the checkered. Otherwise, there's gonna be black flags. I don't know if the leaders are thinking that.
7 car.
Someone's gonna get a black flag, we're gonna finish 5th. Shane might have got a black flag.
Car. Catch up, 7 car. There's the flag, it's over. Nice run, solid work.
Woo! What
Catch up, 13
an
car.
absolute race.
Pass up 10 car.
Did someone get DQ'd from that? Good, no one did. I was worried that someone was going to get a DQ for not letting that lucky dog by. What an awesome race. Like, holy crap. Just crazy. just absolutely nuts that we were able to do that. Like, thank you. Thank you to everyone that was in this split, and thank you to everyone that's in the second split, because it allowed us to get 2 fields more even on skill. And you know what? Landon, I see it. I see it, Landon. He's the only person with 0 incidents. Great job, because that is ridiculous. Oh, can't give Landon crap. That was absolutely crazy. I mean, I can't even believe what just happened there. Like, if this was a league race, everyone would be saying, well, no one's trying to race. We were in an official race, and everyone was doing everything they could. And, just amazing. Let's see all the contacts, because there was a lot of contacts. Jason's gonna overdrive, and there was some smoke maybe on... No, that wouldn't have been the first lap. Here's Chad. This is the caution. And he gets loose, and unfortunately that triggers the yellow. And then we've got Zachary in the 14. He's the next yellow. And that is it. It doesn't show all the nose to bumper or bumper to bumper contact, but holy crap. Absolutely ridiculous. Just absolutely ridiculous. Let's take a look at the results. So we're going to lose 61 iRating, but that's because we were just barely above 4.0. So no, you're not losing a bunch more because you're racing short tracks. We lost 61 because we fell under that 4.0, so it drops you 0.4 or 0.5 extra. So don't freak out about that when you go on a big drop like that. We end up 6th. The 4 car ends up with the fastest lap. Tracy leads all 100. He would have probably lapped us had that stayed green. And yeah, great job to Shane. He went and got that pass done. And I don't know how it happened. I guess we can go look at that and see. Because he might have drove through him, or he might have just had nowhere to go at one point. Let's see if we can find it. I mean, he was putting the pressure on him hard. Oops. Oh no, there was no sliding around for the 4. Shane used the bumper from a ways back, and then again, as the 4 jams on the brakes there, and I'm very surprised there was no retaliation, but I think Shane did the thing that you need to do, and if you're going to bump someone, you better be fast enough that they can't bump you, and the 4 was just sliding all over the place there. And let's go to the restart and see. Let's see how bad we screwed this thing up. Dive it in and slam into Shane. Nearly spin him. Then he gets into the 15. Everyone's getting all checked up there. I've got to keep my nose as close as I can to him to make sure the 4 can't get in. We get a bad enough exit, the 4 can't cross us over. Then we get some prediction code that nearly pulled us to the outside. I thought for sure he was going to go to the grass here and wipe us out. But I will hand it to him. He raced clean. He had the opportunity to wreck people. And I can't say anything bad about him. So that is nice to have. That is really good to have. I mean, we had an amazingly clean race throughout the field, and there was just short track contact, and I mean, just ridiculous. Thanks to everyone for showing up and making these official races as amazing as they are. And yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it.